Yo, what's going on, everybody? Good morning. I'm gonna let the stream run for a couple minutes, let everybody hop up in here before I start doing all the breakdown analysis updates from yesterday's trades. But a lot of the names opening green, few names ain't gonna be paying, which is some bullshit. But it is what it is, bro. Yeah, some names not paying, like T-Mobile, for example. This is a chart. These are the levels. My south side liquidity was here at 251, which is the level we were trading at last Friday. No, not last Friday, 2 Fridays ago. But you know, I don't know how to feel about these flashes down. If you're not in the trade, trying to get in the trade or in the trade, you know, obviously we want to get that south side. But the reason I'm iffy about these trades now is because they technically already filled those targets. We still have open gaps below, so that's fine. If you're not in the trades, names that didn't really move down are still going to be viable for a potential sell like this on T-Mobile. Pretty clean setups. So yeah, kind of sucks the names that didn't really move overnight, but many did, so it's all good. Berkshire is one of them. Berkshire is going to be paying a little bit at the open. Let's see who in here. Morning. I know that's Pilo for sure. For once, this was up. GLD's paying 2. Anybody was short GLD from yesterday? Let me put the link out. And I lowered my audio a little bit, so hopefully the keyboard ain't that loud today. I'm gonna wait one more minute. At 5:45, I'm gonna get started. Whoever misses the intro, they can rewind it. And then if y'all want me to cover anything other than the names I've been mentioning to take trades on, let me know in the chat. But I'm probably just gonna blast through all the open trades we got, and then I'll go over mega caps, ETFs, shit like that. Ulta, yeah, you for sure with Shotty. Sarah, I will not touch Ulta. You're welcome to do as you please, but this is not a name I would touch myself. Levels wise, technicals not the most attractive. I'm assuming you're talking about fading this. The trade was yesterday, but even then I wouldn't have taken this. Shotty asked me about this, but nah, I wouldn't have taken it. All right, let's get started. All right, first things first, I'm just go left to right. PM has not moved. This is one of those names that I said has not paid. Not the biggest fan of the setup here, but assuming we stay below the 157 level, maybe previous day low, which is at 156.75 ish. We stay below that, there's good odds this name will have a retracement like the rest of the market. You have a little bit of liquidity here, downside targets. and then you have your previous weekly lows, target 2, etc. So the goal on Philip Morris is to get some sales, which we've been trying to get. A surprise didn't drop overnight, but for anyone that isn't in a trade already, that's an opportunity for you, assuming the market continues lower. So this is a trade right here, still valid for potential entries. You're gonna have a similar setup on PG, fairly identical. I like Philip Morris better, being honest with you. If you see this, we have a bullish harmonic currently on the 3-hour. I'm not going long, but just telling you guys, based off technicals and levels, Philip Morris is a cleaner sell as opposed to PG. So if you were debating which one to take between the two, I'd probably go with PM. And again, these aren't the best setups, but I'm just updating the sells I had mentioned. So PG, PM, similar setups on that sell side. T-Mobile is going to be similar as well. So we either retrace from the 266 level, which we said we stay below, come back down to the south side liquidity. If we start pushing above this, where's my marker? If we start pushing above this 266 level, this is the area I'd probably consider getting out of sales. You want to see us retrace from here and make a move lower. So again, anyone not in a trade, T-Mobile is going to be potentially a viable trade today for starter position, targeting these lows. And if we break out above that 266 level, the sales would be short-term invalid. All right, GLD. So let's cover the setup real quick. We had somewhat of a head and shoulders forming here. They did extend his right shoulder a lot higher. I don't even know if this qualifies as a head and shoulders, probably not, but that was the technical setup. This could have been your liquidity grab yesterday, taking out all the sellers before moving lower. We're currently, let me zoom out a bit more. Oops. We're currently around here in the path. So a small bounce from these lows would be a possibility. Maybe retest this area we broke down from before moving lower. But we did make decent progress to the downside. So anyone who's shorter term, you'd probably want to lock in some profits on that. And if we get below this level, you're okay to hold on to them. But yeah, if you're shorter dated contracts, you might want to trim some just in case we do get this bounce before the next leg lower, so you won't get crushed on that premium. Let me check something. Yeah, because technically, since we're gonna, let me remove these drawings. We're opening down here, right, into this candle. We had an open gap above here, which you can see, this open gap, right? Since we're opening down here, this gap above here is going to remain open. This is still unfilled. So if I had to guess, they're going to try to, whoops, maybe bounce it from where we're at. So we're here, right? They'll try to bounce it from around where we're at, come close this gap, then put the next leg lower. So again, if you're short gold, be mindful there might be a potential bounce, and consider taking some profits. If they close this gap and fade lower, that's great, but be mindful they don't have to fade. That's just off top. I'm saying this is possible. That doesn't have to happen. They can do something like this. So don't be stubborn if you got paid out here, especially on the shorter time frame. Take some profits on gold. Berkshire, similar comments. We're at the bottom of the range. This is yesterday's low, not yesterday's low. Where's yesterday's low? Right here. So these are the range lows. Technically trying to trigger lower on Berkshire. Let me full screen this. If we break below these lows, our target is going to be this 520.70 level, which was our south side liquidity. If that is lost, we have much lower targets. But to be honest with you guys, if we get that 520, 521 delivered on a shorter time frame, especially like weeklies, definitely take it off or take off most. If you have swings, the goal is to get under this, and we can potentially capture this next leg here. But yeah, clean setup here. This one did move lower. We want to see it stay below. If we start pushing, I'll do a box on this. So this is the playground. In this box, remember whoever was with me on the live yesterday, I did this on gold. This is the range you don't really want to touch. If we're in here, I'm not really doing anything to my cells. I'm gonna try to hold on to them. If you do want to take some quick profits here, you can. I'm pretty sure they're gonna come tag this. So the aim goal would be something like this, then potentially fading back off of this level. We'll see how it plays out. You do have liquidity up here, so if we break out above this resistance, be mindful. You know, it'll probably try to go to those levels. So everyone, just be careful with your shorts. Don't feel too bearish. Sure, we can head a lot lower, but if you're on shorter time frame contracts, a small retracement to the upside is going to kill your premiums. Be mindful, these are huge overnight ranges. Wells Fargo. Let me check the daily. Haven't traded this one. All right, not bad. I like the setup. If you're in here, you have these lows here, right? So always look left. If you're a new trader, look left. This is the last support zone we had around these levels, which is right where we are. And then we'll put one at the top of this range right here, which is where we sold from. I'll do the bodies. So around here. Now you go down to a lower time frame. So as long as we stay, let me feel this. As long as we stay below 69.50, I'd say probability of heading lower on Wells Fargo is probably higher than lower. So you would want to see something like this break down, push lower. You have lower targets, GP's under. So if you're short, Wells Fargo might be okay to hold that open. Let me check the yeah, it would be fine, and we wouldn't be leaving we wouldn't be leaving a gap. So when you gap down or gap up, you got to be careful of leaving gaps, since this is gapping down into the zone, but we have this whole we have this here, so it's not really a gap. This is a gap, or was a gap, and then they came and they closed it. But since we have all this price action here, not a gap, meaning they can do this if they really wanted to. But anytime you see a gap, they're more than likely gonna go fill it. Where's Costco at? All right, interesting. So look, per technical levels, just so you guys can see, again, be careful on both sides, but Costco's not even bearish. A lot of names did give us bearish triggers, but Costco, sure, this was the original breakdown, but per levels, this is where we held the floor, broke out. We're just retesting where we broke out from, which is normal in you know, any rally. You retest the floor, retest the floor, retest the floor, head higher. Not telling you guys to get long, but just showing you guys examples of many names that didn't have the. Actually, no, this was a big ass sell overnight. What am I talking about? This shit felt like 50 hots overnight. But again, if it holds this floor, this can still bounce. And then this was a nice sell. Whoever caught it. What was that? Earnings? Oh yeah. I don't think nobody in the room caught it with me. Y'all, but LLY was cool. Let me check chat. Morning, William. Is there any names I haven't covered? What open trades do we have? Let me see. McDonald's. I haven't covered McDonald's. All right, yeah. See, this one's also not the most bearish. Whoops. I mentioned testing. Let's pull up the write-up actually. Where's the McDonald's write-up? Bro, where is this shit? I'm not gonna waste time. Bro, I know I have it. Oh yeah, here it is. So right here, McDonald's, these are the levels. You have starter set at the 618, which is where we added. And then if it pushes to 786, add there, but the cells aren't invalid until above 320, meaning leave room to add at 786 if it comes. If you see where we currently are, I told you guys fade to 786, which is this level, which is what we faded. We are now retesting the base. Be mindful, if we do not lose these levels at open and do something like this, well, I mean, not all that, we don't have to do all that, but if we don't lose these lows at open, high probability we come fill the 618 and break out to the 786, which is why I said leave room to add into 786 if necessary. But that was the comments when we were up here. Whoops, in case we popped, add here, then fade. That didn't happen. We're at the lows. So here at the lows, if you are short, you have two things to do. If we break down from this zone, you can sit on your puts. Or if not, I'd consider taking some profits at open, just because if we do bounce from here, this is your path to that 786, like I had said was possible. A lot of names aren't the most bearish, even SPY. I think this was from yesterday as well. I said we were at the 0.5. I discussed this on stream yesterday. I said we're at the 0.5. If you take a trade, you're taking a guess on which way we're gonna go. And look at how we perfectly tagged the 786 on that pop and faded right off of it. You, like, yes, news or it was the catalyst or whatever, but the technical levels are the technical levels. This was drawn on stream before none of the nonsense with the tariffs happened. 786 should be a reversal point. Literally tagged that perfectly and flipped. But from 0.5, I let you guys know this trade is a coin flip. 50% to the upside, 50% to the downside. We're now at the bottom of the range. You see this? And we're at new lows and heading towards the August lows, which is your south side liquidity. Right? So assuming you break these lows and head lower, we're going towards 1, you got a GP here, and then 2, you got your south side liquidity from August at these levels. But we need to trigger these lows and stay below this 547 bottom range we discussed yesterday, which were the lows from Monday. But what if this happens from these lows? right? So again, be mindful on both sides. If you're already short, you're already winning. You just got to sit on them and be patient, assuming we trigger to the downside. But if we don't trigger to the downside, oof, look at XM coming into GP right here. Yeah, if we don't trigger the downside open, like I said, be mindful. A lot of names can bounce. Cold, SPY, etc. Apple, let's see. Oof, I just noticed this wick on PM. Nice wick on PM. Might head down there. All right, I called this one on stream too. I told y'all Apple wasn't gonna fade till we filled this wick. Literally perfect tag and then flip. All right, so this was the zone you wanted to be short below, came back, retested. Now we're at new lows. The only P-low you're short, so I'm gonna make straight comments for a bear. If anyone's thinking about going long, I would not even consider that. I'm just making comments if you're short. If you're trying to get short, don't do it. P-low's been short, so different comments. This level here, your 210, which is your 786, is only about $4 or $5 from here. Be careful if we bounce and get above that level at any point. If we keep selling down, just sit on it, be patient, like I said. But same comments across the board. If we bounce and reclaim any of those floor levels on any of the names, it's gonna potentially have a big rally to the upside. We don't have to, but look at the range we set from yesterday. Even a 50% or, you know, a 1/4% retracement, you're talking about $10. That's a $10 move, right? So if something like that were to happen, that's a big loss on the premium. Stay below levels, you're cooling, but if we do bounce up, get out. And then these are your next potential targets. So that's a pretty nice payday, about another $10, which would be your around the August lows. Your call, gang. Which one? You got weeklies or which one? I forgot. Small breakdown right here on the wedge. Let me get rid of these lines that look ugly, but I'll do a little more sophisticated. So look, this is a possibility, which I'm trying to warn you guys of. Don't be too bearish. Where's the triangle at? Right here. All right, so technically this is your zone to watch. They're coiling in this zone. Within here, you don't do anything. Even if you get a small move below or above, you want to be careful. The triggers don't come until we break out or break down from these levels. So above here, you can have potential buys. Super tactical. Be super tactical on everything today. So you would sell below these levels and try to buy on a pop above here. So let's say we do break out from here, they can pop to this level, then fade from there. Or if they do manage to get above that, that's where you would get the actual potential breakout or retracement or whatever you want to call it. So again, do not be shorting at these lows. And if you're short, consider taking profits or risk it for the biscuit, try to see lower. But these are possible scenarios. Again, I'm not bullish. I'm just trying to like be super clear that we can bounce. So don't just think you're gonna open and sit on your puts for 2 weeks and bank the fuck out. Like, it is possible, but don't count it out that we can bounce just yet. Yeah, at minimum. So it's a little messy, but I would not be surprised if they at least test the morning highs, the overnight highs, this zone. So maybe this, shit. Maybe at least this before heading back lower if they're gonna head lower. And if they do flush that open, fuck it. But just be mindful. Gold into that support level. So again, anyone in gold, you want to see what happens here. If we give up this level, that's going to be pretty sweet. We'll probably head straight into these lower levels, but into this yellow rectangle, there's still going to be the possibility we do this before heading back lower. But if you're already short, you don't got to worry about it. Just see if we lose these lows or break out above the highs. And up to you. If you have time, I'll probably just, like on my longer dated gold swings, I'm gonna just sit on them, maybe take off a little bit, but I'm not concerned about the small potential pop. If we start getting above here, I will take some off. But for into here, I'm okay with sitting on my sells. And then the shorter dated, you definitely want to take some off in case we don't give this a drop in pot. So weeklies, take some off for sure. Longer dated, you're probably okay to sit on, but definitely take some if you want, especially on the smaller accounts. Oh yeah, NFP, forgot about that jit. So yeah, keep that in mind. We got NFP. Let me bring up the megas. We got 20 minutes about to open. So Apple, Microsoft, Meta. Bruh, I literally, yikes. This shit is literally playing along the wick off almost perfectly. Fade off to this level, come in here, and look at what we're coming into. And these levels been drawn out. So again, if we come into potentially these lows, whoops, we can bounce something like this, retest the levels we fell from before heading lower, which is what I'm saying across the board. So both sides got to be careful, especially bulls. If you a bull, I'm sorry, bro, I don't know what the fuck you doing. Be careful buying shit right now. Just yesterday I was talking about Nvidia and semis being long. Like, sure, it looked good yesterday, but I don't know about today. So technically Nvidia's still holding the lows, which isn't bad. They can make a bounce higher if they really wanted to come for yesterday's highs. We do have a base, but if they lose that base, it's gonna be an ugly sight. Oh yes, different story here. Nvidia held its base. Guess who didn't? AVGO. Y'all see the next target, 133. Also discussed this yesterday. So if we do break down for real, their next target is going to be 133 on EVGO. But let's see what we get. And that's this target right here. All right, we got 22 open. Let me know. Did I cover Berkshire? Yes, I did, William. I'll cover it again real quick. Let's see. But for future references, if you're ever a little late, you can rewind on YouTube, which is cool. I think you can rewind. And you can see like any past comments or something. But let me do Berkshire real quick. Wrong layout. So these were the sell levels yesterday into the conditional sell. If you got in higher, great. But technically the sells were at 530, 560, higher, whatever. Our conditional take profits from yesterday were these, which we wanted to get during the intraday session. We didn't get them, currently trading below. These were our targets, which we got. These are the levels I just discussed today, earlier when you missed the stream or whatever. So this is what you want to watch for on Berkshire, which is a similar setup to the one we have on Apple. We have somewhat of a flag. We can potentially bounce to retest like this wick zone resistance area before coming lower, or if we just immediately put in those lows, then that's fine. But I'm assuming they're going to try to break to the upside and then get rejected off of these levels before heading lower. I cannot predict the future. Y'all know this. Like, I don't know why sometimes people act like I know the future. I don't. I just see the levels and you have to react off those levels. So that's all you can do as a trader, react. So I gave you the possible scenarios and what to do in each scenario. Now it's your job as a trader to react accordingly. If we break out to these upside, again, if we reverse off these levels, you're okay to sit on stuff. If we start breaking them back above these conditional take profit areas or EQ, that's going to be your sign to exit puts if you're still in them. And again, if you're in shorter dated contracts, you want to take some off into these lows, that's fine. But again, if you want to hold a little bit longer in case we do make a leg lower, to each his own. Just don't be stupid, don't be greedy. If you did make some decent money and you're on a smaller account, doesn't matter if the contracts can go to $1 million or whatever, take your win. Stack your wins. 100% and over is a great win, and I'm pretty sure a lot of these contracts might pay over 100%. So T-Mobile is amazing. So if you guys did not hear that, this setup is beautiful into these highs to come back and test these lows. If we get this sell, that shit gonna bust. So anyone not in a trade, looking for a trade, you knew you weren't here yesterday, whatever the case is, you just didn't have any puts overnight, whatever. T-Mobile looks real juicy here. And look at what McDonald's is doing, bouncing off of these lows as we discussed. So again, be super careful. Do not force anything on either side. Just keep it tactical. But T-Mobile does look decent to the downside if they manage to respect these highs and start breaking lower. My bad, doing some write-ups. Oof, look at GOD. So again, if we do not hold these lows, this is your next target. But if we do hold these lows, again, we're gonna do this. So make sure to take some profits off. Like Pilo, I know you got a lot of different cons. If you want to write some stuff out, write it out. But for sure, take something off on whatever. New mic or not? No, it's the same one. Does it sound better? Low key, I fucked with the settings a little bit. I try to lower the. I try to fuck with the audio settings because I didn't want to do no more ASMR. You can still hear my fucking keyboard though. I hear it, bro. So book gold weeklies at open. Which one, Gilbert? Bro, you capping. You was in the chat talking about you didn't get in on anything. Damn, you can hear me breathing? My bad, bro. You know the dabs. You be sounding like you're running a marathon and I'm just sitting on my chair. Look at the bounce on gold. Perfect off those levels. So be ready at open. If they blitz you at open, don't get blindsided. So imagine right at open, they blitz it to the upside. Oh shit. They blitz it for these targets. That's fine if you plan on holding. But again, we get above here, you want to get out. But for now, this is the level to watch for that bounce and then retrace off these levels, or above there, you out of those cells. So Gilbert, my bad. Gilbert, you here in the comments. Berkshire 520, 417, and gold 25 weekly. Oh yeah. Do you have 1-in-1 contract or you got multiple contracts? If you got multiple contracts, that makes your answer easier. But if you only have 1-in-1, maybe not terrible to get out. And then it also depends if your cash account or margin and who you're trading with, because if your money's going to settle instantly, it's not a problem. You can go back into another trade today and be straight. But if your cash settled, you're not going to be able to see those funds until tomorrow, and you're on a smaller account, that's all the capital you have in there, then that's a problem. Because you sell here, you might miss the rest of the moves for today. 1 Berkshire, 3 gold. All right, that makes it easy. You can take 2 gold, leave 1. Take off 2 gold puts, leave 1, and then if that runner, so you're gonna secure 2 at open, right? We bounce into here and do fade lower and put in new lows, you're gonna get paid more on that runner, that last one, but you at least secured more than 50% of your position in profit, so you cannot lose on gold anymore. And all you'd have to do is manage Berkshire. Berkshire's a swing. You got time, so up to you what you want to do with that one, but maybe I'd be a little more patient with that one just because you only have 1 contract. But same scenario, bounce into here and then fade lower or flush right off the open. So again, if you're on a margin account, this one I'd probably sit on, not gonna lie. Gold I'd take off just because it's a weekly and you have multiple in your green, but Berkshire you might want to sit on. Even if we do get that pop, I'd rather you sit on something for this pop and then flip lower than try to get out here and try to get back in up here, because if for whatever reason you don't get your fills, you're gonna end up missing the trade. Alright, we got 10 till open. Talk to me. Anybody need to trade? Anybody need help managing anything? Anything right now before open? You already know once the open hits, I'm gonna get a little busy for a few minutes. But if y'all need help with something, talk to me right now. And again, T-Mobile looks super good. Apple breaking down here a little bit here. Got 4-4 and 4-11 booking 4-4s. For GLD, see, you nasty, Pilo, you nasty. Wait, no, GLD doesn't have 4-4. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, 4-4. I'm tripping. My bad. 4-4 is tomorrow. Today's Thursday. I'm out of it, bro. Let's see. Let me go on mute for 2 minutes real quick. Alright, I'm back, yo. So same comments. Probability we bounce at the open. Be mindful of these levels. Try to lower this. Yeah, so y'all know the management open, but again, if you're not in a trade, I think T-Mobile is something I'm gonna take myself for a scalp intraday. I lowered my mic, by the way. Let me know if y'all can still hear me. But yeah, this is a setup on T-Mobile at open. Scalp this. Enter 265 to 260s. 265 or 260 puts. If you want to grab even lower for this, you a DJ, not gonna lie, it can happen. But I'm probably in for 260 or 265. Should be a little cheap, maybe. Someone in the chat, let me know y'all can still hear me. Or should I raise the mic back up again? So there's a setup, and look, again, be careful what side y'all land at open. I'm not taking this. Even if this shit happens and we trading up here later today, it is what it is. I'm not taking it, bro. But you definitely should take some profits on puts at the lows. SPY bouncing off those lows too. So if they reclaim that 546, 547, they can do this again. I'm not saying they will, but once they back in the playground, it's back to playground levels type. So SPY got to stay below 547. Raise it just a bit, say less. For teams you grabbing weeklies or longer dates, it's portfolio dependent, depending what you're already holding, how much you can risk, what you want to risk. But I like the weeklies because I have some longer dated already. But the fact that we have not dropped and we're still at these highs late in the week, the data has gonna have decay a lot or have decayed. So those contracts are gonna be pretty cheap. So if you want to take advantage of loading longer dated because you haven't, that's fine. But me myself, I already have some T-Mobile swings, so I rather take weeklies here for this potential drop, just because it's gonna be like a cheap trade that can pay a lot. Look at PG breaking out here. PM probably ain't. Yep, PM running too. So be careful here, bruh. Apple might potentially try to bounce. Nope, not really. We're coming a little lower. We'll see. But yeah, I'm probably doing T-Mobile at open. Weeklies. If you don't have swings, like I said, it's cool to start them. But I already have some myself. What's UVXY at? Alright. Look at the bounce on XM right here. Pretty strong bounces across the board. Again, be mindful if you're short at open. Damn, I gotta get rid of some of these drawings. You can't even see the fucking action on Apple. Look at majority of names bouncing here. Shit, I don't even have my bottom tape. Look at McDonald's gapping up. Berkshire pushing up. Everything mostly gapping up. T-Mobile breaking out above the levels I mentioned, so the sells are going to be invalid here above that 266. If we flip back lower, cool, but above these levels, I would refrain from being in those sells or taking them. SPY bounce, gold bounce, McDonald's reversal off the highs. I'm waiting for spreads to settle a little bit. Everything's still super wide right now. But again, these pops, like, no surprise. So they came pretty quick. The spreads are still wide on most names, so there's realistically no way y'all got out, at least unless you did like bid or market or some on those orders. But let's see what we get here. Apple's still at the lows, surprisingly, while SPY's trying to push up. T-Mobile, PM, you name it, across the board we're going higher, but Apple is not higher just yet, so I want to see what develops here. UVXY is still sitting at the highs, so UVXY has not really been phased on this small pop we got here. Look at T-Mobile, sheesh. My bad, I'm not checking chat. Give me 1 second. Do you guys have any specific questions about any one stock? But look at here, we are right into resistance on right into Berkshire. Like we had mentioned, these are the areas you want to see us start flipping potentially from. If we start getting back above 532.75 ish, that's going to be the area where if you are in swings for Berkshire, you might want to just start getting out of those. But if we do reverse from these levels, you'll be okay to sit on them. That's what I'm doing and watching here. Let's see what we get. And then Apple bouncing off these levels. And gold is bouncing off those lows, so let's see if gold pushes back all the way up to 285, 286 as well. Wait, can y'all hear my trading view alerts? Like when it sounds on my PC? Not right? Or am I tripping? Gold moves quick and Robinhood moves, but still got it. It's not that it's Robinhood's fault. I mean, Robinhood is pretty shitty, but the first 2-3 minutes once market opens, contracts move a little slower just because prices have to settle. That's what it is. That'll happen on any broker. First couple minutes, prices gotta settle. So look at these massive bounces across the board. McDonald's coming into the 786 as we discussed pre-market. T-Mobile breakout. SPY's trying to reclaim the 547, but not quite above just yet. This is 10. Let's see. All right, so I haven't taken T-Mobile weeklies yet, or McDonald's. Well, not I didn't mention McDonald's, but I'm thinking of grabbing McDonald's here as well. So T-Mobile and McDonald's weeklies here might work. Not just yet. I want to see what happens on SPY and the rest of these names, but this might be a potential trade. And then Berkshire at the top of the range. I want to see if this flips here at the top of the range as well. Bro, what? Yikes, that shit's fucking fat. The spreads are huge right now. I was looking at some trades, but the spreads are pretty wide. Yeah, that open I told y'all is gonna pop right at open, so it was hard to get out right at open. And if you didn't, premiums, you gave up most right here. But if you got swings, it's still okay to be in some stuff. So I did nibble small size right here on this McDonald's trade I mentioned. So fade this the 786. Let me zoom out. So this is a 786 almost. We discussed it pre-market. This would be your potential target. And we also discussed it in the original write-up that this was a possibility. So yes, if you expect to get a fat payday right here at open, you didn't. It is what it is. But again, we discussed this well in advance before we took the trade and this morning pre-market. Coming into these levels again, let's see if we flip here for a potential sell. And if we do start breaking out above that 320 level, that's when the higher time frame sells would be technically invalid on McDonald's. T-Mobile smart flip here. So I want to see if we get a flip across the rest of the board. And then if you check Berkshire here, you can see we're right into the same levels we discussed pre-market. Conditional TPs. So we want to see if we fade off of this and put new lows or break back above. If we start getting above this 532.75-ish, that's going to be your sign to potentially start getting out, or if you haven't gotten out, of your swings, because that invalidates on a higher time frame. But as of right now, they're still technically not invalid. Whoops. Is Apple coming down? Yeah, Apple's coming down here, guys, so watch out. You see Apple coming down. Again, T-Mobile looks decent, McDonald's looks decent. I'm not a fan at all of the spreads on T-Mobile, so you're probably better off just running McDonald's. Berkshire trying to break out above this zone, but Apple coming lower here, so let's see what develops. And SPY is trying to reclaim the 547 level we discussed pre-market, but if they lose this 547 level right here again, they're probably going to stay under it and push back lower. Oof, Berkshire above that level. So officially, if you're still in those, yeah. So Governor, just saw your comment. If you're still in them at this point, if you want to give your trade maybe like 3 to 15 minutes, that's the max I'd give it. If within 3 to 15 minutes we don't start getting back under those levels we've been discussing and push lower, you're probably gonna want to get out of that trade. But look at Apple. Come on, bro. SPY back below 547. Gold bounced off of the bottom zone here, retesting top range like we mentioned. Now let's see if we can give us that leg back lower. But again, like, I get it. Y'all are like, ah, fuck, big ass bounce. Like, yes, we said it was a possibility. At least y'all weren't blindsided. I mean, kinda. Berkshire, I'm gonna probably start cutting here soon. Again, if you want to give your trade a couple more minutes, to each his own. But if I don't get the flip here, I'm gonna call it. And the fact that Apple's still pushing lower is interesting. Wells Fargo still hasn't updated. No, my shit froze. Bro, let me see Wells Fargo, what is going on. Let me check my phone. So I did take that McDonald's again. T-Mobile was the original potential trade, but the spreads look better on McDonald's. They updated on my end. The Wells Fargo puts, I don't know if they haven't updated for you yet, but they're showing up on my firm. Bro, look at Apple. And the names I want to come down are not coming down. What is going on? It's crazy. 70 to 300. Let's go, Gasu. No, yeah, I was like, bro, they're showing on my chain. What do you mean they're not updating? All right, so again, let me cover the setup real quick. This is the 786 for the most part. Let me go on a higher time frame. If you want to wait till we get the wick fill and the target, which is technically here, you can fade into here for this, or fade on a breakdown of this level. Both are viable trades for the short side on McDonald's. We have a massive daily range, so even if you capture, you know, just partial of this move, you're gonna cash out pretty nicely. So that's a potential trade. Similar setup as T-Mobile. It just has better spreads on McDonald's. And then Apple bouncing off these lows. If Apple holds these lows and bounces, you guys recall the scenario, majority of the names already did this. Majority of the names already ran. Oh, come on, bro. A lot of names already ran. So what if Apple does this here? If someone is feeling bullish and you want to take the calls here, go for it. Again, I'm not taking it, but to each his own. The setup's there, it's valid. And the thesis would be SPY getting back above 547. So Apple longs and SPY getting back above 547. If Apple stays below levels and SPY below 547, I would be careful if you're bullish. So 547 pivot on SPY, and then Apple watch maybe like 204. Small flip here on Berkshire. We need lower and get back under the conditional take profit levels. T-Mobile, small flip. McDonald's, not really much selling pressure just yet, but both of these trades, T-Mobile and McDonald's, are probably going to end up paying pretty nicely, hopefully, if they trigger today. So if anyone took those weeklies I mentioned, we'll see what's up. You booked Apple full? Fuck it. That shit was in the grave for you. Now if you got money and you was in the grave, that's a great win. Cons were flat as fuck. What are you talking about? Took it till now. If you're talking about Wells Fargo, yeah, the contracts took a little minute to settle at the open. They were trying to fuck everybody who don't know what they're doing. If you're new to trading, you just sold that open, they finessed you because prices had not even settled. SPY, nice pullback off that 547. T-Mobile, nice flip. McDonald's, of course, the one I end up taking is not moving just yet. I have T-Mobile swing, so I'm not tripping. But yeah, the weeklies, I took McDonald's over T-Mobile. And then Berkshire, again, we want to get back below 532.75. If that doesn't happen pretty soon, again, you're better off probably just scaling out of those trades. And then gold, small pullback off of this top range. So let's see if we manage to get the next leg down on gold here like we discussed pre-market. Anyone take any of the trades today? Any of the weeklies or just anything new? Anyone still trying to get out of trades? Need help managing something? Let me know. So there's T-Mobile. If you shorted the highs, you're getting paid a little bit right here. Our Berkshire flipping slightly, not really. We still need it below 532.75 until we go under. Nothing major. T-Mobile coming down a bit. SPY pushing here, so be mindful. Again, if SPY gets back above 547, I'd be really careful being short anything. And then look at what Apple's doing. Like I mentioned, this is a potentially viable dip for this move up here. How high do we get? Just to here or here? Can't tell you, but both are viable targets if they want it today. And obviously the rest of the market will continue pushing much higher, so be careful what you're in right now. T-Mobile, slight reds. McDonald's, not quite yet. Let's see what happens here. I think from lows it's in the 1000%. Oh, Apple, sheesh. Yeah, since those names aren't as liquid, it takes longer for contracts to settle. Let's go McDonald's right here. This is it right here. McDonald's, showtime. Nah, fuck the nap, homie. You still working, bro. You think you off the clock? Hell nah, bro. Your shift ain't over. Get back in this shit, bro. You got another hundo to make. Nah, dead ass though. McDonald's look nice. Jokes aside, if anybody not in a trade, you want to take a quick little scalp, make yourself another $100, 200, whatever size you throwing on there. Aye, man, this is a nice trade right here. But your call, gang. You're trying to catch some Z's or some dollar signs. Your call, your call. Depends how much bread you got, gang. But if you're doing weeklies, I wouldn't go under 315. 315 or 317.5. Quick little flip. You could scalp this jit, make a quick little profit and get out if you want, or you could hold it a bit longer if you want. And again, a lot of y'all newer, I don't know what size you trading with, how much you can risk, what you currently got open. So unless y'all give me more like context clues, I can't really speak for y'all ports. And regardless, I would never speak on nobody port. Y'all gotta manage your own shit. But if you don't got none right now, it's not bad for a little trade. Sheesh, Pilo. There you go. Hold them swings, bro. And Berkshire back under 532.75. So if you got squeezed out and exited at the top, I don't know what to tell you. McDonald's, nice little move lower here. So if you entered at the top on either T-Mobile or McDonald's when I mentioned it, you have a small win here. And then look at Apple. So again, we still could go either way. If this happens, again, market's going higher. So be mindful of the comments I'm making on McDonald's, T-Mobile, and everything else if Apple does decide to break out and if SPY gets above 547. For today, if Apple does not make that upside progress and SPY stays below 547, I'm okay with all the other sales I mentioned across the board. If SPY starts getting above 547 or Apple starts making that push up, you might want to reconsider some of these individual sales. Let's see what we get though. I'm already up 50% on McDonald's, by the way. So if you enabled McDonald's when I mentioned it, I'm up 50% already. Which one? For McDonald's? See, gang, like, I'm not trying to like be rude or none, but that's the problem. When you get in here per se, you paying 50% more than what I paid to get in. So anytime you're paying more to get into a trade, your probability of success, the probability of success still remains slightly the same. The only difference is your risk is a lot higher because you're risking 50% more than I did a few minutes ago on the same exact trade. So eventually, if you want to be a better trader, if you want to stick, in the room or whatever, or trade with me, your goal is to try to get in at similar times or similar prices because 50% is a pretty big difference. If you still want to ride it, we still have downside, but realistically, I don't really want to chase a contract that it just ran 50% or 100% in 3-5 minutes per se. Like Gilbert, I don't know if you got in or not, but if you got in, you're probably green here or maybe green. But yeah, Joshua, just be careful when you getting in because your entry, see, bro's already up 60%. Entry is really important. So if you're getting in here, you're basically paying the high. So instead of making money, you'd be giving somebody else some money type shit. Not saying you can't make money, you can still go up more, go up another 100%, 200%, whatever. But you're still paying the high ticket. Apple breakdown here, so that's beautiful for the bears if you short. SPY rejected off that 547 and pushing lower, nice progress. Berkshire, I want to see it get back under 531 and potentially give us the lows from overnight. What else? T-Mobile, small bounce off of the previous day high, so I want to see us get below previous day high. McDonald's, okay progress to the downside. I'm already up 80%, so if anyone took it, good soup. Wait, you booked already or you got in? If you grabbed weeklies on McDonald's, you grabbed weeklies on McDonald's and already got out on a scalp, or what you mean, pillow? Low key, I want to see low a day. That would be disgusting, bro. Look at GLD, flip off the highs, as discussed. SPY off 547. Apple never made that progress. Berkshire off the highs, back under our 531. Everything playing out pretty smoothly. So if you had those swings, you were patient, and you know, you didn't get pump faked on that pop, you still holding, you're potentially gonna get paid out here. I'm risk free McDonald's. You got weeklies though, right? Bro, those weeklies about to bust if we really go back to the low a day. All right, one thing I do want to mention here is SPY is testing the bottom range of this box we had discussed pre-market. So this is a potential bounce zone. If we lose this zone and lose the lows of the day on SPY, that's amazing for the bears. But as of right now, if you're a bear, you got to be really cautious here, because there's an area we can bounce from. And then T-Mobile giving up that previous day high here, which is nice development. I want to see McDonald's also give up the previous day high here. See, Joshua, so if you would have got in on McDonald's when we mentioned it, you would have already doubled your money. You could sell half of your position or more and hold risk-free runners for the rest of the day in case we keep dropping. You continue to get paid out at zero out-of-pocket cost, zero risk. So again, we have previous day high tests right here across the board, and SPY is bouncing off those lows. So for the next 3 minutes, you want to be on your toes on both sides. If you're thinking about going long or did take those shorts with me, this is an area that if we don't get under, you might want to consider taking some profits. And again, McDonald's is 100%, so you should have managed, and I'm glad you you got risk free on that, bro. Good soup. If y'all caught T-Mobile, McDonald's, or just made money this week, if y'all like the video, I appreciate it. I don't know how the YouTube algo is working shit, but fuck it. Berkshire bouncing off that 531. So again, anyone still in that, we want to see some type of a head and shoulders pattern here. So this would be your shoulder, head, shoulder, maybe, as long as we respect the zone. Again, I want to see lower. If we start getting back above 532.75, that's your zone to potentially exit those sales. But yeah, let's see if we get this leg down right here, back to the lows. Low day swings gonna get fat. Yeah, bro. Yeah, if we get back to the low of the day or lower, all the swings are just gonna go crazy. Okay, previous day high here test on McDonald's, bouncing off those lows, right? So we're not bouncing quite yet, but trying to hold those lows. Be mindful, this is a possibility. For now, like I said, be on edge next 3 minutes. If we give these levels up, that's amazing for the bears. But right now, here, be on edge across the board. T-Mobile, McDonald's, SPY. Oh shit, SPY tried to give up the floor. Nice. Good soup, good soup, good soup. Berkshire's the one I got semi-size on, so I really want that shorty to go back to the lower day. I got alright size on everything, but since I started swings on Berkshire yesterday, this is the one I really want to see come down. I feel it, but the risk to reward on those weeklies would have been crazy, not gonna lie, bro. That's why when you were like, oh, I took them off, I was like, what? But yeah, bro, those weeklies are But you got swings, so who cares, gang? At this point, the more conservative you are, better for you, bro. I'm pretty sure you already stretched the fuck out of your account. So earlier on, when you had a smaller size, you were trying to grow it. Those aggressive, risky trades really paid off. At this point, now that you have a little more capital, you should start considering being a little more conservative, taking the more passive, safer trades like the swings, which you're doing. So that's cool, bro. Just conserve the capital. But shit, at least you scout some. Slightly new low here on T-Mobile. Apple trying to come down. SPY trying to give up those lows we mentioned. But McDonald's still above previous day high. Berkshire back below our 531 level. Let's see what develops. So far, so good. SPY new lows. Let's get it. Come on, bro. Why can't McDonald's break down here? Shoot it. Well, not new lows yet, but under that level we've been watching. SPY cool breakdown. Let's see if McDonald's gives us another leg lower. So someone, Luis, I know you probably in here, you've asked about measured moves, how to do a measured move. It's as simple as this. You have your first move, right? You have your high. You have your low. You want to get a measured move. That is your original measured move. You put it here. If we put in new lows, this could be your measured move to the back to the lows, previous day low. Something like this. If they get below the previous day high. If they hold previous day high, this ain't gonna happen. They give a previous day high, previous day low, and a little under is a given. Alright, fuck it. Gold pushing to the top of the range, about to close that gap here. So, like we discussed earlier, this was your bounce up to these highs. Retest the levels we broke down from and fade from here. So if anyone is thinking of reshorting gold actively, this is a potential area to do it. If we start pushing above these areas, I would refrain from being short gold. But this is the area that gold can potentially flip from. And then SPY just put in new low day. McDonald's new lows. T-Mobile, oh shit, we busting, bro. Who getting paid, bro? I know y'all getting paid. If you took T-Mobile with me or McDonald's, you paid. You green. Don't be greedy, manage. Green as fuck here, take some off, get risk free, and then just chill for the rest of the day. Risk free runners. But you should have managed here if you took those trades. If you get lower prices, great, but there's no reason you shouldn't be booking these greens. They're well over. Yeah, see, 200%, 250% T-Mobile. That's a trade you should be managing, and if you don't manage the trades here, you goofy, bro. Take them profits, go enjoy your day, leave runners if you really want to. And you don't even gotta leave runners, bro. You could book full, call it a day. About 30-45 minutes after open, already doubled her money on new trades today. Not no overnight shit, something from today. What you saw, Joshua? What you win? You end up getting McDonald's or not? Or Berkshire? What you talking about? I don't know what everybody holding. You saying you took off Berkshire? I don't know if you had swings. I'm trying to keep up with everybody's sports, but swings still got. So remember what the comments I made this morning. If you in swings have a potential for you to sit on them still, assuming we break down lower from these levels than the scalps you wanted to be aggressive with. So I'm not sure what you booked. If you booked all your swings, you got any exposure left. But if we do get the breakdown here, I think those swings are gonna start putting in a lot of work from here on out till like the 17. Excuse me. So let's see what develops from here. But again, I don't know what you booked, bro. If you hold all your swings here, I think that might be a mistake. Not gonna lie, we haven't even tested the daily lows. And then PG, slight push lower here. My bad, I said PG. I meant Berkshire. I was thinking about PG in my head, wondering how it's doing. If I would have not taken the weekly short on McDonald's or T-Mobile, I would have managed PG because the PBG trade I issued, since it's a swing, is red. Has time, it'll probably end up going back green. If I didn't take these, I could have potentially taken swings on this, added scalped weeklies, etc. But I like the setup a lot better on these, which is why I just didn't even mention PG. But yeah, the swing on this is red. Eventually it'll go back green, hopefully. Motherfucker, you wasn't in a delayed stream. You probably just didn't refresh your shit or something. If y'all ever on stream, there's like a little this button that says live with like the red recording button or whatever. Make sure you see that on the YouTube. If you don't see it, you're like behind. So refresh your stream or whatever. Yeah, Joshua, what was you? I know you had Berkshire swings. Did you have anything else? Did you get out completely? Again, I don't know, but I know you were in Berkshire. If you got out of Berkshire completely here, again, I think you guys are making a mistake. You held overnight for the biggest risk, which was a tariffs. The biggest risk. You held the drawdown. You entered on a risky open. You held it for overnight tariff risk. Like, you already took the fucking risk, bro. And right now that you have the green light to potentially get paid, y'all like, all right, nah, you know what? I don't want it no more. I'm gonna take it off. So that's the mentality. But if we stay below these levels again, we're probably gonna go to the daily lows, which doesn't really make sense why you would book here when it's paying out. You don't have any news until tomorrow, so you could hold until the close if you really wanted to, etc. Again, the risk was overnight. You have the risk, and now that it's way less risk, you guys aren't willing to take the risk, which doesn't really make sense to me. So I'm just trying to get you guys to understand the mentality aspect of it. End of the day, you don't want to make risky ass trades. You want safe trades that are gonna pay. The overnight trade was risky as shit, and you did it. And right now that it's way safer and higher probability of success, you're like, nah, you know what? Fuck all that. I'm gonna take it off. That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, honestly, you should have held, in my opinion. You should have. If you held it overnight, you held it till now. There's no reason for you to get out here when it's starting to pay you. And I don't even know if you got out green. I'm assuming you did, hopefully. But yeah, I don't really know what's up. But I wouldn't have exited swings here. Let's go, William. 100% on Berkshire. Again, I've seen a group of people call over 100% on multiple trades. All I ask is y'all like the video. And if you didn't get in on the trades, just stick around. There's going to be a million trades every single day. Don't force trades. Don't be greedy. Just be patient. Let's see what we get here. And McDonald's might break this level here. So if we get under 312.75, we might start pushing down towards those lower days like we mentioned. SPY did put in new lows as well under, and Apple's coiling here at the bottom of the range. So I want to see what Apple does here. Coiling at the bottom. Depending what it does here, this is still possible, or we're about to get a much bigger drop. SPY says lower. Let's see what develops. Nah, Pilo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I've been watching your trade management, your entries, your swings, your balancing, your port management, all that shit. You doing good, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna grow the fuck out your account. I'd much rather see you do what you're doing and play it safer than risking it on weeklies than, you know, being a noob and going all in on weeklies. So yeah, bro, you might grow it a little slower, but a lot safer. So you straight, gang. Those McDonald's swings gonna hold you down. Yeah, for real, bro. Low key, this shit's old as fuck. This little layout right here, this is from like 2020, bro. I never fucking even streamed. Yeah, Wells Fargo, good suit. Yo, check CVS and Coca-Cola. Should we get some lottos? I might get a lotto on CVS or Coca-Cola. I think I like CVS a little better. Let me check volumes. Some cheap shit. %45% IV on CVS. $21 on KO. I might go with KO. What is KO at right now? Fuck, do I really want to take this? Yeah, CVS is definitely not it. If I take something, it's gonna be KO, but I'm not the biggest fan of it, levels wise. I nibbled, fuck it. I grabbed a little lotto on Coca-Cola. They're $20. At the money puts, like I said, $20. I don't expect much. I just grabbed 3 little $60 lotto, just for fun. Everybody got paid on Berkshire? Good soup. I don't know if y'all got in yesterday. I'm assuming y'all got in yesterday. But if you've been here, you got in late today, whatever. McDonald's and T-Mobile were a cool little bag today on the weekly scalps too. And I just nibbled those Coca-Colas if anybody wants to trail. Coca-Cola 72 weekly puts are trading at $20 if you can get under for cool. Straight up, this is a lotto. It's like a little $20 scratcher. If it hits, cool, decent levels. But again, I don't expect too much. We need to get under 72, which is here, to get paid out. So basically, I'd want to see yesterday's lows, which are like 71, to realistically make some money. At 72 by tomorrow, we'll probably end up losing money. But again, I only grabbed 3 for $20 each, so $60 total cost, nothing crazy. If you guys want to grab 1 for 20, 2 for 40, to each his own. But again, decent little cheap lotto. PG flipping here, so nice little move down. Fuck PG. Let's go. I just seen your text, bro. Good soup, good soup, good soup. Shit. What was I finna do? I forgot. Fuck. I had to do something. Oh, yeah. Like Coke one? Yeah, something quick. You grabbed it? I have one quick. Bro, you better. The Coke again. This is a lotto. So I hope you didn't put size on this. What else you got, Joshua? You said you sold everything, right? You got anything right now? If you have nothing, I'll set you up on a trade right now with those 1.7. But if you got other trades, let me know what you got on, bro, so I kind of get an idea what you want. And look at Apple. Bro, watch them do this shit. That would be disgusting. Everybody right now, including us, we like, oh yeah, we about to sell. And then they just... McDonald's, decent progress if you still in it. T-Mobile, small bounce here. I want to see McDonald's put in new lows. And gold, so far my analysis has not played out. I said I wanted to see us fade off of these levels. And we're starting to push above into the areas I did not want to see. So 287.53 is the invalidation point, which we're still not above. Definitely did not want to see them extend this far up. So again, if you took your profits on gold into these lows, great. That was the proper thing to do, like we discussed pre-market. Again, all you can do as a trader is have a plan and trade your plan, react accordingly to the proper levels, but you cannot predict what's gonna happen. That's why you just react. All right, let's see. I'm in a KO lotto, nothing else. I took one KO. All right, cool. Joshua, talk to me. Let me know what's up. You got other shit in your port, or that's it? And then what about you, Adam? You new here too. If you only got KO, let me know what type of size support you got. What type of trader are you? Are you a faster trader, slower trader? You rather take swings, scalps? So I know most of the people in here, but I don't really know how you be trading. So let me know what's up. The more info I know about you, the more I can help y'all out. You took your gains, only got 3-2. On Coca-Cola, I'm trying to keep up with everybody, but it's tough, not gonna lie. You took your gains on everything around KO, or what you talking about, Luis? Watching PG here. If PG gets under 170.50, it's going to be really good progress for the Bears. But the real level I want to see us get under is that 169.70 we've been tracking all week. I got 800 in scalps mainly. All right, you a scalper, and you said you only got Coca-Cola, right? How much you grab? Again, that's not the best trade it can pay for sure, but I wouldn't risk too much, especially since you only have 800. Oh, let's see what I could set you up with. I didn't say a play, gang. I'm just asking you what you in, bro. Joshua, you in nothing, right? You have nothing other than Coca-Cola, and you got 1.7K, right? Just one lotto. This motherfucker. Someone drop Coke in the chat for bro. 72 put for 20 hots or less. It's 21 bucks right now, so it's up $1. You missed out on a whole dollar, bro. Don't kill yourself. I know you need that dollar, but no, I'm just playing. It's a lotto, bro. Don't put size. I got 3 myself, 60 bucks. Expect this to go to 0. If it doubles, triples, whatever, cool. But again, don't expect much out of this. Let's see. I'm trying to find you something to get into that ain't too bad. UNH is cool. I like UNH levels wise, trade wise, everything. The only problem is you guys are on smaller accounts. It's a little pricier. Let me see what I can get you. So a lot of the names we entered today are already up, which is why, oh fuck yeah, never mind. UNH is too expensive for y'all. Look at T-Mobile. Who's still in T-Mobile? A lot of names already down today. GLD's not bad for a starter here. So if you, this is comments right now, fast comments. Next words are fast. Oh shit, it already came down a bit. Oh no, it hasn't. These are fast comments for the next 15-30 minutes. If we're gonna sell here from off of these levels, you can potentially fade gold here into these highs for a scalp or for a swing. If you're not in gold at all, you can potentially start swings here. But the idea is fast trades, assuming we stay below these levels. So gold is pretty cheap for who was it? Adam and Joshua. Since you guys don't have anything, if you want to nibble GLD here for some sells, that's not terrible. Weeklies are really risky. If you want to do that for a fast trade, that's on y'all. You're better off maybe taking a swing or something, but that's one viable trade. One thing everyone has to keep in mind here is McDonald's is pushing back above previous day high. So if anyone is still short any of those names, definitely don't want to see those breakouts happen here. And look at Apple. Apple again, now trying to hold the bottom of this box, making slight progress. So this is a potential path. And again, not saying it happens. As us being short, being bears, whatever you want to call us, you want to see this happen, a breakdown, right? But be mindful, they're trying to base and do this. So this is what you don't want to see, or what we don't want to see, but it's possible. So let's keep an eye on that, see what develops. SPY, the level we wanted to see us be under is 547. We called that out early, while under, so that's great. Now the level we want to stay under is this wick from yesterday, which is at 542 level. We stay 542, we're in control. We start getting back above this 542, bears, sorry, not bears, bulls are gonna have small control on the smaller time frames. So from here, they can try to do this. So we need to stay under 542. And then McDonald's, we want to see us push back lower. T-Mobile's already doing that, so great. Apple trying to push higher. April 17, you mean, William? I would say that's a safer bet. If you do not have any gold sells or any other short swings, that's not a terrible trade. But if you're already short a lot of other names, maybe not the best trade. And then again, be mindful, we didn't want to see it under 287. Sorry, we didn't want to see it above 287.53, which is what we're doing right now. So if we get rejections off of that 287.53, that's a perfect area to enter. But as long as we're above, I'd be careful being short gold. But yeah, April 17th is a much safer bet to swing that. And then if you guys want to do the riskier ones, that's on y'all. But yeah, April 17th isn't a bad one if you don't have anything. Berkshire bouncing off those lows, Coca-Cola pushing higher. So nice bounces across the board here. Let's see what develops. Look at SPY bouncing off of here too. So let's see if they deliver this. This is a zone we needed to get above earlier. Well, sorry, the zone we needed to hold, held, pushed higher, then lost it. So I want to see what happens back into the zone. Are we going to get rejected now? So previous support becomes forward resistance? Or do we break out above this level? That's the test upcoming here on SPY next few minutes. And Apple, look at that progress to the upside. So you're saying correct, Joshua? I don't know what you're saying correct to what comments, but if you need some, let me know, bro. Again, I'm trying to keep up with everybody, help everybody, but kind of tough. So So if Berkshire starts getting above these resistance zones that we mentioned in the morning, it's gonna go back to that 540 area we discussed. We need to stay below this and push lower, which is this scenario we discussed, rejections off of these level and pushing lower. Let me zoom out so you can see it better. So potential scenarios from these levels called pre-market was the bounce off of these lows into this area, which we got. We are currently here at this area of this price delivery zone. So we have two options here. We're gonna get rejected off of here and put new lows as discussed pre-market, or we're gonna go for that breakout. Above these levels is where you want to exit your sales if you are short. If you are still short or getting short into these levels, that's okay. But again, you want to see this move to the downside. If we break out and get above these levels, there is no reason for you to be short, in my opinion. High probability they push into that 540, which would obviously crush the sales. And then Apple testing the bottom range here. So let's see what develops. But the next 3 minutes are going to be critical here. Yeah, maybe Rostream is behind. I don't know. I feel like his replies are late. We'll see what's up. So gold small flip here off of those highs we discussed again. Let's see if we can get back under 287.53. If not, those sales are going to be invalid short term. No, yeah, that was a good exit if you were scalping. We can still see lower lows today, but definitely not a bad exit. You can always add, get back in, whatever. Gold rejection here, so keep an eye on gold. Anyone trading gold or just for general price commentary, nice rejection here under 287.53. The bears have a slight advantage, but currently the bulls are still in control. McDonald's trying to reject this level we mentioned. Apple pushing higher. That's the only thing I don't like here. So SPY back above that 542 we mentioned, and Apple pushing higher. Keep an eye on those two, SPY and Apple. If bears have any hope, these two gotta have a change in direction. McDonald's, so far I'm okay with this. If we get under 312, that's gonna give us a pretty nice leg lower to about 308, 307, maybe even lower. What was the target? 309, I guess, is my target, but wouldn't be surprised if we go lower. And again, we need Apple and SPY to break down for that scenario to happen. I'm gonna go on mute for like 2 minutes. Up 25% on gold already, William. There you go. Yeah, bro. So my stream is live, but I do look at charts, check my portfolio, check the chat. So I'm hopping back and forth. I'm not like, the minute you post, I'm not going to reply right after. Might take a minute to reply or whatever. But yeah, make sure your stream is live. And we're getting a small breakout above here on Berkshire. Probably gonna break out on other names here too. So keep an eye on this. All right, I'm back. Is anyone else having the same issue as Joshua, or is it just him? I'm straight, right? Alright, for sure. If y'all got any audio issues, any bullshit, let me know. But I'll be checking the stream once in a while. Let me know, chat. Alright, what y'all in? Anybody in anything? The people who just copped on stream, people who already sold stuff, people looking to get into stuff. So far, stuff's still holding up. Depending on what you got, when you got it. What's going on here? My bad, I've been answering some messages. Flip here on SPY, cool. Gold respecting the highs we mentioned a second ago, but still above 287.53. So I want to see if we can give that up. What else is going on? Apple small rejection off the sells below level. So essentially all that means is the level we wanted to see lost was lost. Now it's retesting the level we lost. So does it manage to get above that level and break out like we've been discussing, or does it reject off of this previous support forward resistance type of a scenario? T-Mobile small rejection coming into that previous day high. So McDonald's trying to hold above its previous day high. So McDonald's has this scenario. We break back out above here, or we flip back lower and finish this potential drop. But this is the target back to the previous way high if they break out. SPY coming back to retest the area we bounced from. So we got the pop, got the drop. Now we want to see if they hold these floors and push higher or give that level back up. So this is normal price action. Bounce, retest the floor level, and try to do this. If they don't do this, that's the point where bears just completely take over right here. If they fail to get this bounce off. And you can potentially get, let's see, where's your next target? Oh, yep. We can drop about another, first, at least $3. About 0.5% to that 539. If we lose that, high probability we drop another 2.5% to 3% into 520, let's say 530, 525 maybe. So that's what's at risk here, assuming they lose these levels. So you see the upside, you see the downside. It's like plus or minus 15 both ways. Actually more, I think. Let's count it. So about $15, $20 downside versus $15, $20 upside if they go up. But again, I'm assuming they're gonna break down here. Let's see what they do. Let's watch this. Alright, so there's a breakout. McDonald's coming into these highs. Want to see what happens here. Above those levels, it's gonna probably go much higher. Oops. Alright, so breakout back above on Berkshire here, and again the levels we wanted us to stay under, we are no longer under. So anyone on those swings, unless we get back below those levels here, you might want to consider exiting those trades. Put them back on later or do whatever you got to do to manage those trades. But if we do start breaking out above here, you have breakout potential to 540, which would obviously you take a hit on those, so no need for that. Better off you take them off here, wait to reassess, see if you can add higher. Apple getting rejected below this level, which is great, but the minute we get above that and the minute SPY starts getting back above that 542, this is going to be your sign to exit if short. SPY below 542, Apple below 206.18, you're okay for now. The minute that changes, you don't want to be short. Bro, I ain't even smacking the pen. I don't even have a pen. What are you talking about? Robert, I don't know what else you have in portfolio. I don't know when you bought them. Did you buy them in February when I said you get short? Probably not. So again, I don't know what you got them at. I don't know when you got in. Don't know what else you have. So I can't really tell you. I like shorts on gold. I don't see why silver would be different. I haven't really looked at the chart. I could check it right now. But yeah, I'd assume it's a sell as well. Yeah, I'd be short gold, short silver right now. Berkshire back above these levels. Let's see what we get. Target not quite met on McDonald's, but just about. So around these areas is the area you'd potentially want to see a flip. And then T-Mobile retesting previous day high. So I see you guys in the chat talking a potential reshort. This isn't a terrible reshort if anyone wants to try it on either McDonald's or T-Mobile, but keep it tactical. So you'd want to fade these areas, see it drop lower, and then if we break out higher, obviously you'd get out of those. But not a bad re-entry here on either T-Mobile or McDonald's. So if you missed the first trade or you just want to reshort, you can do that here. Assuming SPY's gonna break down and stay under 542, and Apple's gonna stay under 206.18. So same comments, same playbook. Let me know if anybody does end up doing it, but not bad. SPY about to break the lows, so reshorting T-Mobile or McDonald's here might not be that bad. Coca-Cola short. So the Lotto already down 50%. I seen it. So if anyone really want to take a 73 Lotto on Coca-Cola, 73 Lotto, T-Mobile short, McDonald's short, all of these can pay right here. Maybe even gold. So again, gold for swings is solid, or even for a scalp maybe. But you're probably better off taking one of these three: Coca-Cola, T-Mobile, McDonald's. SPY now at the bottom of the day, so this is a true test. They have to bounce here or RIP bulls. Let me know if anybody got T-Mobile or McDonald's or Coca-Cola here. They can pay. Send it in the chat. Okay, let's see. Oh, look at Apple. What you doing, shorty? SPY too. McDonald's and T-Mobile shouldn't take long and come down here. Maybe Coca-Cola too. But don't count out the bounce yet. GLD flip here potentially. Let's see if they manage to do it. Puts? No. I don't know why you would do that. I literally drew this out here. First target, second target, third target. This is a retest and breakout. We're going much higher and SPY is going much lower. I shared this chart in February for UVXY. I shared the breakdown on SPY. I shared the breakout on UVXY. So no, I would not short this. You're gonna get this next path here. I'm gonna just move this over. You're gonna get this breakout into the 50s, which is this level here. Then you'll probably get a pullback down into back to the 40s, potentially, maybe deeper, don't really know. Maybe we'll come all the way back down, back test the breakout. Don't know. I just know we're gonna have a breakout, pull back, and then go retest those August levels. That's the game plan that I've been shared since February. That's the game plan I probably plan on trading on. So if you plan on shorting, watch this 28, 29 level. But ideally you have a whole range above here from 29.50 to like 32, which is what we traded here, right? So maybe to like 30, 29.50 to 30. But above there, yeah, I don't think I'd be shorting this. And UVXY is a name that can gap up 30% overnight. So if you're trying to short a name that can gap up 30% overnight, what do you think is going to happen to those puts? On a 30-50% gap up or anything like that overnight, you already know those puts are going to be really crushed. So just not a trade I would take myself. Look at SPY. Why aren't you asking me how can I get short SPY? Why are you trying to short UVXY? Or if you don't want to short SPY because it's already at the lows, that makes sense, respectable. Why not short any other name? Coca-Cola, Berkshire, you know, McDonald's at a target here. So McDonald's met the target we discussed down here from the potential bounce. Now you have this scenario. If they want lower, they can do it off this level. Back above previous weekly highs, the sells technically become invalid on McDonald's. You have these open gaps below here, so I wouldn't be surprised if you see McDonald's either today or tomorrow back at 309.50. T-Mobile, small breakout here. Apple holding the floors. So I want to see Apple break down the same way SPY did. So SPY tried to break down somewhat of a breakdown. Apple hasn't done that quite yet. So this was a potential path. We are currently here. Apple still has not came down as much. Let's see what we get. Berkshire coming down a little bit here. I enter now on T-Moose Weekly. Berkshire got 100%, sweet. I don't know if you have any swings on Berkshire. That's not a bad trade. T-Mobile has a wider spread, so just be careful with that. But I don't mind T-Mobile if you can get in on a decent price. I prefer probably McDonald's maybe over T-Mobile. Slightly, but they're both good. And we want to see SPY lose these lows here and Apple put in new lows below these lows. That is our confirmation for more selling pressure on the day. Apple giving up its lows and staying below. As long as we're above, you have to be really cautious as a bear. If we lose this, then great. But as long as we stay above this level, bears have to be cautious. For now, this is gonna be your point of control up here. Small flip here on McDonald's off of these highs, so that's great. And then T-Mobile small flip as well. So if you got into T-Mobile weeklies up here, Robert, great entry. So if you got in here, let's see what's up. Might be good. Just him what? What you talking about, Pedro? And small bounce here on SPY. Apple sitting on point of control at 203.92, 203.89. Let's see if they manage to get under, stay under. Anyone not in a trade, Coca-Cola is really risky just because of the way it's been trading, but that can pay really well if you end up taking those lottos, and we do have a retracement. T-Mobile, not terrible entry, or McDonald's, not a terrible entry here. Gold as well. Cost average add on T-Mobile on that call out. For weeklies or swings? I'm telling you, if you're adding size on T-Mobile and don't have size on McDonald's, you're fucking up. McDonald's is the better trade. Cost wise, levels wise, nah, I'm lying. Levels wise, T-Mobile's cleaner. But cost wise, McDonald's is a better bang for your buck. And Berkshire coming down a little bit right here. I need back under 531. Bro, low-key, the homie was in Berkshire. He literally right here at the highs, he texted me. He's like, yo, I sold it. Because he's not a trader. He don't trade. I just kind of told him, like, yo, cop some swings for Berkshire. You'll get paid out. But he don't trade. So I told him he was up like 150 bucks or some shit. Then he texted me up here. He's like, yo, low-key, I just sold. And right now we're lower. So I'm like, fuck. When we had low a day at 525, I'm gonna hit him. Be like, you should have held, gang. You should have held. All right, there it is. If you got McDonald's swings, you chilling. But yeah, I'd for sure take Mickey D's over T-Mobile. More liquid, better bang for your buck, everything. Berkshire, let me get that 531. My bad, yo, I stepped away for a second. You hopping off, Pilo? You going to work? If so, if you want to let me know what you went privately in the Discord or whatever, run it. I'll keep an eye on shit for you. And then if something crazy happens where you gotta exit, you don't have TPs or whatever, I'll call you or some shit. SPY new lows. Good soup. Excuse me. Want to see Apple get under point of control. Until then, none major. Want to see Berkshire lose that 531. UNH small sell. Cool. T-Mobile coming down. McDonald's I want to see flip from here. Hasn't done it yet. And then SPY bounce here off that level. So definitely not a good sign. Want to see Apple and SPY lower here, or anyone who's short on more aggressive shorter time frame trades might consider taking some off. But so far so good. Probably coming down across the board here. Gold, McDonald's, T-Mobile, Coca-Cola, Berkshire under 531 here. We'll see. I might be time to get out here soon if you're in on any of those shorts. Look at T-Mobile pop. McDonald's probably about to do the same. Gold coming down a bit, not much, nothing significant. So again, the two key indicators here are going to be Apple and SPY. If we don't get continuation to the downside or some type of flip, probably just end up taking all of the aggressive shorter side trades. Whether you're small green, break even, small loss, better taking it off here before it becomes a bigger problem. So let's see what we get here next 3 minutes. But yeah, definitely got to manage those trades within the next 3 minutes, whatever we get here. T-Mobile, okay. Apple, okay. Berkshire, fuck is he doing? Anybody reshort McDonald's? I know Robert did T-Mobile on the weeklies. Did anyone take McDonald's reshort? Berkshire reshort ain't bad either. Oh, look at Berkshire. Yikes. New highs here on this breakout. Might be time to get out. Let's see what the rest of the names do. My phone's like that. I gotta connect this shit. That's solid. 300 weekly. That's not bad. Breakdown below point of control here on Apple, so that's great. SPY still below that 540. Gold coming down off of those highs. I want to see if Coca-Cola can stay off of these highs, and if so, that's going to be another confirmation here. So Coca-Cola below 73.60 is going to be great for the bears. And then Berkshire, obviously, want to see much lower. We have an open gap down here at 531.56. So I think bears still have hope, but obviously these small pops are getting annoying and killing your premium depending what you're holding. If you have swings, not bad, but if you're in anything shorter dated, these pops are definitely messing with your trades. So let's see if we can get back down under 531.56. Under POC, SPY coming down. The rest of these names are not coming down quite yet. Hopefully they don't make us fight the uptrend until after London close. Technically they can go put in one more new high from here before London close, and then not give us a sell until after London. So anyone on shorter dated, just be mindful. So whoever's in McDonald's, this is probably gonna flip here. So if you took those aggressive weekly shorts, this might be your chance to get paid here from these highs. So at the low, so this first trade paid pretty well, over 200%, and then we called the potential bounce all the way up to these highs. From these highs, we're selling again. So if you reshorted at these levels, opportunity to come back to the previous day low here. Gold now pushing under that 287.53, which is beautiful if you were short. I mentioned the gold reshort as well, so don't know if anyone took it on weeklies or swings, but you should be green if you took that. I think I saw someone in the chat say they took gold. But yeah, that was a pretty clean entry. Just need to stay under that 287.53 here. And then obviously, like I said, SPY under 540 and Apple below point of control. McDonald's okay progress here. Look at Discord. Bruh. You making me hop off chat to go look at a fucking McDonald's notification? No, we'll see what's up. I like McDonald's. Let's see what we get here. Berkshire higher here. Small bounce on SPY. Not a fan here. The only thing I do like is gold progress, but these other names got to start giving us some new lows. Look at that push on Berkshire. Watch them go to 540. I mentioned if they got above this resistance zone, there was a high probability they try to push to 540, and that's what they might be trying to do here. So be very careful if you're short anything. Watch if SPY gets a bounce off from here and Apple gets a bounce off of here. So I'm probably not going to take it myself. I'm going to start taking some trades off here and probably call it a day. But if you're interested in going long for a quick scalp, those trades might pay. Look at SPY. Nice little pop off those lows. So if you would have took calls off those lows, I'm sure that pop would have delivered some profits. Same comments on Apple. If you got long into point of control, this pop here is probably delivering some profits. And again, not taking them myself, not saying they're high quality trades, but we've been mentioning that upside potential all day long, and let's see if they deliver it. Wouldn't be surprised. As long as so for other names, anyone who is short, whether it's gold, McDonald's, T-Mobile, whatever, as long as we stay below the area you entered, let's say you got short here, as long as we stay below that, you're okay to stay short. Gold, if you shorted up here, as long as we stay below, you're okay to stay short. The only thing is, if you are green or break even or whatever, you're much better off getting out at these lows with those small wins, instead of potentially breaking out on the market and those small greens or break even trades going red. So just be mindful of that. Like Berkshire, for example, this would have probably been a small win if you took it, or even here, small win. After a bounce like this, you go red. So if something like that happens on any other name like McDonald's here, and we bounce to new highs, you're gonna end up going red. So whoever took anything the last, I don't know, what time was this? 7:50. So the last 30 minutes, if you shorted anything the last 30 minutes on the callouts, be mindful of the levels we're at. Gold, nice little push right here. I'm here, y'all. My bad. I'm grabbing real quick, taking a quick little break, but I'm here watching the charts. So if y'all got questions, let me know. But I'm on mute real quick. Hey, what's going on, Andrea and Alex Perez? Not sure where you came across me. I don't think you're in my Discord. But what's up? Any help with anything? And if anyone's in any of the trades, T-Mobile's paying here. McDonald's probably gonna start going green here. Berkshire want to see if we flip back under. But yeah, I've been on mute, guys. But if anyone needs help with anything or needs or isn't anything, let me know how you guys are doing. Should be green if you took T-Mobile or McDonald's on that reshore alert. Oof, nice drop here. Apple going back under point of control here. Need Berkshire back under that 532.73. Coca-Cola trying to flip. Nice line pressure on T-Mobile. Gold. I want to see Spice get back under 542 and stay under. But let's see what happens here. There is small upside pressure on the short time frame. So let's see if they bounce. There's a small bounce here on Apple. Let's see what's up. Small bounces here across the board. If we do start pushing above these levels, probably gonna be null for those sells. So 542 SPY, Apple above point of control at 203.90. And I want to see these names come down a bit lower, but they do have a bit of upside pressure. So I want to see what happens after they fill these open gaps. Can we sell off of here or do we break out? So anyone in those trades, oh, hey baby. I was like, not sure who that is, but nice to see you on here. Not gonna lie, you're a little late. Most of the active trading already happened. I'm considering calling a day here soon. But okay. Yeah, so right here, we're currently, we discussed shorting Coca-Cola, shorting T-Mobile, and this was a few minutes ago. Not the best entries here. So Coca-Cola up here and McDonald's up here. And I want to see how that plays out. But yeah, pretty much done trading for the day here. And again, if you're short, we want to see Apple and SPY confirm more selling, which they're not doing right now. So we got the drop here on T-Mobile that we discussed. Pop, fill the gap, come lower. Let's see how far this drop can go. But if you shorted at any point up here, like I think Robert or who took T-Mobile in here, one of you guys took T-Mobile, but whichever you took, whether it was T-Mobile or McDonald's up here at the top, you should be green on those weeklies. consider getting out at any point in case we do bounce from here. If you want to sit on them a bit longer, excuse me, if you want to sit on them a bit longer in case we get a low of day test, which is possible, not super probable, but definitely possible, you can definitely hold on to those. But again, you should be very green here. Consider taking some off. See, we get a bit of a follow through here. And I have not engaged. UNH looks enticing. Some bit of a rising wedge. The short can pay really well, but I'm not gonna take it myself. All right, so again, if you're in those T-Mobile weeklies or the McDonald's weeklies or any of those scalps we mentioned like 45 minutes ago or whenever that was, that trade already played out. It paid, so make sure to manage here. There were a few people I know took them, so definitely manage here. Let me know you guys heard those comments. Let me know you guys are managing. But yeah, be careful here, or watch your trades if you're in those still. Alright, so pretty much I'm gonna end the stream here. Yes, I just saw Luis's message. Yes, McDonald's is green. Depending what you're in, whether it's McDonald's, T-Mobile, any of the reshorts, we're probably gonna bounce off these lows. So consider taking off some profits. If you wanna hold on to your trades a bit longer in case we break down, that's fine. But anyone who's still short, you wanna watch these lows, right? And then potentially more sells below. But at this point, I think they're probably gonna bounce off these lows and come fill the highs. So probably take your profits on that. I'm gonna go ahead and probably just call it a day here. So come fill this before any other moves. So if you scalp those puts, you made money, call it. But yeah, I might go ahead and just end the stream here and call it a day myself. So if you took anything, whether it was T-Mobile, McDonald's, anything, you got paid. Coca-Cola even coming down here. So again, if you took any of these, consider taking some profits, calling it a day here. If we get a breakdown below the lows, great. But other than that, if that doesn't happen here in the next few minutes, go ahead and take those out. Nice move on Coca-Cola. If anyone took the reshort at the highs, those are paying pretty well. Trying Coca-Cola path. We have the bounce right here on McDonald's. Again, let's see what develops. Coca-Cola pushing lower here. Want to see what the rest of the names do. Potentially, we could still come down a bit from here. Apple has struggled to get above that sells below level. As long as we're below, still sell. We pop above, sells no. But for now, they can do something like this. Look at Berkshire pop, sheesh. Back to yesterday's conditional sell levels. And if we do get that breakout like we discussed, we're going to 540. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. There's not too many of you guys left here. But let me know if you guys had any questions about any of the open trades, swings, or anything in general before I hop off. Y'all can always reach me on Discord, y'all know this. But as for the stream, I'm gonna call it here. Let me know if y'all need some. Alright, no problem. Again, if y'all need some, hit me up in the Discord, but hopefully y'all made some money on those trades. And again, if we do flip from these lows and push lower, those same trades that we got in earlier, like the puts up here, can continue paying. Just not really worth the risk here at this point, in my opinion. So yeah, just hit me up if y'all need some. Catch y'all. Have a good day. Hopefully y'all made money, and if you didn't, again, just be patient. You'll catch some tomorrow, or maybe not. It's NFP tomorrow, so we should have a big move pre-market. Caught the flip. Good soup. Yeah, so we'll see what NFP brings tomorrow pre-market. But be mindful, anyone that's swinging literally anything, whether it's a call, it's put. Yeah, just be mindful. But I'll catch y'all. I'll send a up market update closer to after London close with what I'm currently holding and any potential updates. But alright, I'll catch you live Friday. Yeah, I'll go live. I'll probably come on a little earlier just so I can cover NFP, which I like, you know, it's NFP. What can we expect? But yeah, I'll be up earlier live for NFP. Alright, I'll catch y'all, fam.